Hello, welcome everyone to our e-learning platform WEAR 2020 with Austin Urugu and my picture you are seeing right there on your screen. At Winners International Academy, I got my PA Yenegwa by State here in Nigeria. You can see our students on the screen, the way they dress, how corporate they are, how dedicated and how focused they are. That is where I am working currently. So today, our subject is computer studies, and we are looking at something very interesting, very attractive, very fun-filled, and very entertaining as well. Currently, the program you have on your screen is a program, the interface of a program called Microsoft Office PowerPoint. You can see right there on your title bar. So before now, in my previous video, I've dealt with this program specifically. I've dealt with the meaning of presentation package, example of the package, their uses, their advantages, their disadvantages, and several examples of presentation packages. Today we are looking at Microsoft Office PowerPoint specifically and how to use it to create presentations that are so professional in order to attend to the need of our audience, in order to persuade them, to educate them, to inform them, even to entertain them with your professional designs, as well as the effect and transition you apply to your presentation. But quickly, this is your menu bar. Of course, you should know that there are several tabs on your menu bar. Each of these is a tab. So this is your file tab, this is your home tab, your insert tab, your delete, your design tab, so on and so forth. Each tab that you pick, you see your ribbon changing to reflect the properties of that very tab, the very tools or commands that are there under that very tab. So we've discussed all this before now. These are the various thumbnails. Thumbnails means small sizes of each of your slide you have in your presentation. Remember that the word presentation could also mean a file that is created in Microsoft Office PowerPoint. Alright, so these are your various views. You have them here, the 4 views we have. You can see the name here: normal view, slide sorter view, your reading view, or we call your outline view, and your slide show view. This is your zoom. So if I click here, it will zoom out. If I click here, it zooms in. Alright, so this is your navigation buttons, this is your scroll bar. Of course, you have all these ones in place already. So today, let's go straight to why we are here. Let's look at the main issue, what we want to look at today specifically. So I want to give us a slideshow. We'll come back for that slideshow and also see the practical usage of this very program, how we can use it to create slide, how we can use it to insert text, how we can use it to create animation and transition effect, and even how to use it to create videos. Alright, let us see how far we can go with the limited time we have. So I'm running a slideshow currently. I click on the tab here, slideshow, see there. So I'm starting from the first slide in the presentation, starting from the beginning, so I have to choose this option. So you click on it and boom, here we go. This is what we call the transition effect. See the way the slide appears on your screen. This is what we call transition, the movement of the slide onto and out of your screen. The way it enters, that is the entrance, and the exit effect of your slide is called the transition. Alright, you can see our student there at the bottom of the slide, the way they are dressed, smartly dressed, focused, dedicated students we have, because we have dedicated teachers and professional teachers, just like I myself in this working place, Winners International Academy. I got my PA in Egwa State here in Nigeria. Of course, you can visit our website there. You can see there www.winners-international-academy.org. Alright, you can also reach us through our dedicated email. Alright, let's look at the topic of today. Today we shall learn the topic you are seeing on your screen: creating envelope animation effect using MS PowerPoint. We want to know how we can use this very program, Microsoft Office PowerPoint, to create an envelope animation effect. But before we do that, let us see what we want to achieve in this very topic. So by the end of this video, you will be able to: 1. Create envelope animation effect. 2. Add animation effects to objects. 3. Insert new slide in a presentation. 4. Delete slide. 5. Duplicate slide. 6. Add text to a slide. And seventh, the last but not the least, there is add animation effect to slide. Of course, if you look at each of these objects or items carefully, the way they appear on the screen, you see the first one coming from the top left appears to your screen. This is what you call animation. Applying the characteristics of a living thing to a non-living thing is called animation. Okay, the act of doing that is called animation. So each of these objects has been animated. All right, point 1 has been animated, point 2 animated. Look at point 3, look at where it will appear from. See this way. See, each of these is called, and there are several animation effects that one can apply. You have the entrance animation, you have the emphasis animation, the way you want the object to behave on the screen. You have the exit animation as well. Alright, so we shall look at each of these one after the other. But before we do that, what is the essence of this? How relevant is this animation? This envelope animation, how relevant it is? Let us see the uses first. So the envelope effect or animation effect could be used to, 1, introduce a guest at a location. Maybe you're in a location, you want to introduce a guest, a special guest of honor. You can use this animation effect to introduce such a guest. 2, you can also use to introduce a speaker. 3, you can also use to make announcement, as well as reveal the topic of discourse, the topic of that day. You can use this effect to reveal that. Previously, excuse me. So previously in our class, we looked at the following. The first thing we looked at is definition of presentation package. This one, they have all been covered in our previous topic. But what I want to draw attention here to is you can see the needle clock animation effect that is used to introduce each of the points. See there, look at the needle pointing towards each of those items in your presentation. So we have created a video to cover this in our previous video. You check your description box, you will see the video there. So by the way, if you've not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please consider doing that. You hit your subscription button below your video right now, and make sure you click your notification button so that you'll be the first to be alerted anytime a new video is uploaded. So this is needle clock animation you are seeing on your screen, and we have dealt with this in a previous video already. So you may as well look for that video in my channel, Editorial TV, and watch that video and get to know the steps on how this is done. But today we are not looking at this. I'm showing us for you to know how far we've gone, what we've done before now, and how you can catch up with us. So you can get the video in my YouTube channel, Editorial TV. So today, what we are looking at is something like this. Look at your screen. There's an envelope on your screen, right? But we don't know the content yet. So let us see what will happen. When I press my button, my down arrow key on your keyboard, or when you click on your mouse, you see this. You see the way the topic is revealed. This is not the topic we are dealing with. This is just an example of what you can do. You can write anything there, right? You can put anything there. This is something previous I have done. But look at the one I want us to design today. Look at this envelope. It's still the same thing, but the one I just showed us is something I've done before, but I just did this one. It is this one I want to show. Different write-up, but the same method of creativity. See there? You see this here? Wow. This is what I want us to create. You can see the envelope, you can see the inside of the color of the inside, you can see the envelope color, you can see the literal color, so on and so forth. So this is what I want us to achieve today. Alright? So now let's go straight to how we can create this envelope. Alright, so you are going to listen carefully, you are going to follow my steps, and at the end of the day, I bet you will do this thoroughly and probably even better than the way I'm displaying it on your screen right now. So here, the first thing I want to do now is I want to insert a new slide. So when I want to do that, you can do that under your home here tab. You can see the command here, new slide. Take note, this is already showing you how to insert a slide. There are different, these are what we call slide layout, okay? The arrangement of your content in each of the slides. Alright. I'm choosing blank. I don't need anything. I want it blank. I want to do it from afresh. Alright. So having done that, so the next thing I will have to do is, by the way, I'm using Microsoft Office PowerPoint 2016. So there are some effects you see there. You see here, you may not have them in your older version. So take note of that. So this next thing I will have to do is I'll pick this isosceles triangle. Sorry, let me start with this. It's my rectangle tool. Then you draw a rectangle tool, our shape representing the envelope. Alright, so I will see this as the inside color of the envelope, the inside color of the envelope. Alright, so you can see a thin line here, thin black line. So you come to your format here, choose shape outline, then you say no line. This one deals with the thickness of the line if you wish. Alright, this with line style if you wish. So but I don't need any line. So if you need line color, you have different line colors here. So I'm removing the line here. Now the next thing I need to do is to duplicate this one. Alright, I can press Ctrl D on the keyboard, Ctrl D, then reduce it, drag from this edge with your mouse so that it appears smaller. You place this inside of it, then you change the color of this. So I'm going to fill, then let me change the color to something this way, something like paper color, just to differentiate it from the other one. Okay, so let me just choose this. So let's assume this is the paper on which the text is written. Probably it's not. Let me change it to something more. Okay, so let's say this is the paper, your paper on which the text is written. So the next thing I will have to do now is to go back to this place. You can see it here. You can see this one under your home as well. You see it here, the same thing. So you click your text box. This is your text box. This text box is normally what you use anytime you want to add text to your presentation, to your slide. You use your text box, or you can also use your word art. You can see it here. You can also use any of this one and type. Okay, probably let me just show us how to use any of the two. So let's say invitation letter. Alright, invitation letter. I can have this, can modify this, can add some effects if you want to. So there are several things you can do there, but let me just do a quick one there. So you can see that the text has shadow. Okay, you can remove the shadow effect from here if you don't want. Okay, I'll remove shadow effect. Another, you can also change the handwriting if you wish to. So here you can come here under your home tab. You can see your font here. So you can choose several. There are several fonts you can choose from. You can drag and see several others there. Alright, so you choose the one that best suits your task. Alright, so you choose any. I'm just picking a random. So you pick this. So you have 3 items here already. This is 1, 2, and 3. There are 3 things there. So let me press Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. Alright. Now what I need to do, this inner rectangle and this text box, I need to group them because they are going to move at the same time. So here, then you press and hold down your shift key and click. Then you press Ctrl G. Ctrl G means to group. So these 2 objects are now 1. Okay, that previous one is not selected. So let me do that again. Okay, here, shift key here. Okay, Ctrl G. Alright. Alright, so you can see they are now together as 1. Okay, together as 1. Now, having done that, I will have to go back here again to my shape, start shape. You pick the isosceles triangle, then you drag. Alright, you drag, then you rotate it. Okay, move it there like the right hand flap of the envelope. And drag it. Let me drag to the center here. Okay, Ctrl D again, Ctrl D. But before I do that, let me change the color here to represent the outside color on the envelope. So let me choose something like this. Alright, Ctrl D to duplicate it. Let me place it perfectly there. Okay, then you come to rotate here. You say flip horizontal. Move it to the other end. Alright, to the other end. You drag there. Alright, using my arrow to adjust it perfectly. Alright, make sure you observe what I'm doing so that you can do yours far better. See, adjusting. Alright, so I now have something like this. So pretty good. So let me say this, push it back a bit and drag this forward a bit. Alright, and I have something like this. So the next thing I need to do is to pick another rectangle. So let's say insert, let's say home here, another isosceles triangle, drag it as well to cover this part and extend it this way. Alright, so drag it down a bit. Yeah, better. Then the next thing I will have to do is to change the color to this as well, right? Fine. That should be the same color here. So let me duplicate this one, Ctrl D to duplicate. Then I now have to go back to rotate here and say flip vertical. Flip vertical appears there. Boom. See, I've covered the envelope, right? I've covered the envelope. There's something you see missing. Now I need to duplicate this here again. Then flip it vertical. So let it appear at the top here. Yeah. Alright, so everything is set. So what is left now is the animation effect. The animation effect. There are 3 animations that will be applied here. Just 3. One will be applied to this very flap. One will be applied to this flap. Then the other will be applied to the content itself. Alright? But which of them will appear first before the other? This one will be pulled up. This one will appear. Then the later inside will have to move up to reveal itself, right? Now, how do we do that? I will now have to select this one here. I want to animate now, so observe. Select the object you want to animate. Go back to animation. Alright? So these are several animation effects you can quickly pick from. Alright? Now, I will now have to go back, go to here. Alright, go back there and check. These are several animations. The one I want is not here. So let me see, add animation. So check. I'm looking for something collapse. Collapse. So let's say here. Let me check if it is here. Okay, I see it here. Collapse. Okay. Collapse from where? If I say from top, yes, this I want it to appear. Then after that, the next one here will not be this very one. This one will now follow. So what animation will this one be? So I'm using wipe from. Would that one be nice? Yes. So now see wipe from this. Now the next thing is the inside. The next one is the inside. So how will the inside be? How will I be able, because the letters have been covered inside, so how will I be that? So what you do, you go to home here, you pick your selection tab and you say selection pane. So these are the various objects that are here. So the one I want to work on is inside. This covers it, so I'll pick this one and now say just hide it. Click this one to hide it so you can see it there. So I will now click on it. Alright, you click on it now. Then apply the animation to it. I will now have to apply the animation to this. So here, what animation would I want now? So let's see here. Emphasis. No, not here. So I still need to check here. I'm looking for here. Okay, let's say motion part. Okay, I'm looking for rise up or something up. Okay, up. That's it here. So I'm choosing this. See the way the letter is rising? Yeah, that is what I want. Alright, now that is done, I will now say show all. Show all. Alright, now let's run. There's something is missing here. Look at this envelope. Has to be the color of the inside of the envelope. So that flap there. So I have to go back home, or let's say format here, and change the color to suit what is in there. Right? Is it the same? Not yet. So here something lighter. Here, is it the same? No way. Here again, I'll check. Is it the same? No way yet. Here again. Let's hope we catch it this time. Not really yet. Something lighter. You see now, no way yet. Okay, so what I'll do here now is pick on it, say format painter, put it there. Yeah, see the way I use these two here. You pick the object, click format painter, and click the next object. It will not be applied to it. Alright, so let me take this one back. Alright, so I have done that, so it should show all. Now let's run it and see how it looks like. So by this time, what you need to do, you press your down arrow key, or you click your mouse button to continue your presentation. Here, see, it opens. Something is missing, alright? The flap, the up is not there. Up is not there. So now you see it now, it's not perfect yet. So let's go back. Escape on the keyboard. Now the next thing I need to do, I will now have to order. I will order the animation. So in that case, say here, animation pan. So let me close this. You can see this place. This is the first one here. That one will be on mouse click. The next one will be, you choose here. You say start after previous. After this one, then this one follows immediately. Then this one follows immediately after previous as well. Alright, after previous as well. However, I need to send this one back so that it will not cover the envelope. So here, and send to back. Alright, now let's run it again. Here. Boom. Wow. See, this is what I'm saying. Pretty easy to do if you know the little techniques there. So what I've done, I have used object animation to create an envelope effect. An envelope effect. Pretty easy to do, right? So I challenge you to beat this. I challenge you to beat this. Do something better than this. Now I want to show us how to add animation as well. Sorry, transition as well. So here you pick any of this transition of your choice. Any one of your choice. So that is how it will be displayed. Alright, that's how it will be displayed. So the next thing now is, let me run it again from the beginning and let us see how beautiful this is. Wow, this is transition. See the way this very slide is introduced. We move to the next one. See the way this one is introduced. To the next one, see the way each of these items are being introduced. Look at the way the items are being introduced. This is animation effect. Alright, animation effect. Another transition effect again to introduce you to the next slide, as the next page of your presentation. Look at the way each of these is introduced. This is another animation. This is transition. Look at this needle clock. Okay, look at the way each of this one is done. I have covered this one in the previous video. Check the description box. You will see the link to this very clock needle animation effect. And this is the one we did recently. This is the one I showed us before we started. And this is the sample. This is sample, and we started designing it, and we got this, right? Everything went on perfectly, right? So that is how to do the following. So far so good. We have been able to create envelope animation effect. We have been able to add animation effect to object. We have been able to also insert new slide in a presentation. But have we deleted slide? No. Have we duplicated slide? No. Have we added text? Yes. Have we added transition effect? Yes. So let's quickly delete a slide and duplicate a slide. Now I want to duplicate this very slide. So you simply click on it in your slide pane, right click, and you can see duplicate there, right? You can see all the options. Look at them here. New slide, duplicate slide, delete slide. They are out there. You can pick them. So here the slide appears twice. Or you can also press Ctrl D, it appears again. If you want to delete, choose the slide you want to delete, hit delete on your keyboard, or you right click on the slide you want to delete and you say what? Delete a slide. Simple as that. Alright, so thank you so much for your time. I believe that you've learned something that is worth the time and worth your effort today. I remain Austin Orogu at Winners International Academy, Agodama, EPA. Please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel, Editorial TV, and hit the notification button for you to be updated anytime a new video is uploaded. Thank you so much for your time. May God bless you for your time and your efforts and for your support. Thank you, and God bless you.